I just want to start off by saying and acknowledging what Senator Gavin said, that this has been a very measured debate here tonight, and I think that's to be very welcome. And I think, Minister, you will acknowledge that as well. I think that's what we all set out to. We all set out to acknowledge that there is a problem here, and we all set out to acknowledge that we need to fix it. And that's where we need to get to, and we need to get there as quickly as possible. I just wanted to refer to a few contributions made by colleagues in their speeches tonight. Senator Hoy started off, in fairness, talking about that most of this legislation belongs in the past, and I think we can all acknowledge that and acknowledging what Senator Hoy said as well, that we've all seen enormous social change over the last number of years, and that's why we're here tonight. In my opening remarks, I spoke about this Ireland that we have now, and Senator Hoy has said that as well, that the family concept has changed, and that's why this bill has been brought forward tonight by the Labour Party. Senator Ardagh obviously spoke as well about the need to get there, and in fairness to her, she explained some cases that she comes up to in her daily jobs, and like what we experience in our clinics, I'm sure you're getting that in your own clinics and your daily jobs as well, people coming in asking for direction, and you know, that's what this is about. We need to give direction. That's the reason we're elected here, to give direction. That's why we're legislators, and that's why we've brought forward this bill tonight. But I acknowledge the fact that you've acknowledged that there is a problem as well, Senator Ardagh, and we need to acknowledge that and to work on it. Senator Buttimer, as he always does, acknowledges the fact that the Labour Party have brought forward this bill. He gave his support to it. He also acknowledged the Minister, and I too acknowledge the Minister and everything that she has done in her time in the Department of Social Protection. He spoke about scaffolding and where we are in relation to scaffolding, and it's a word that I would like maybe to concentrate on for a minute. Scaffolding is a very good word if you have it. If you don't have it, and unfortunately many of the families that have come to us did not have scaffolding at that hour of need. And that's what this bill is about tonight. It's about putting that scaffolding together. It's about putting that scaffolding together as quickly as possible. And I think that's to be acknowledged. And you spoke about society yourself, and you acknowledged the whole debate that was there, and what we have and where we've gone through. So, in fairness, we acknowledge the fact that you've made that contribution tonight, but I think scaffolding is a very appropriate word here tonight. And unfortunately, when Johnny O Meara and Marie that Senator McGann spoke about, the scaffolding just wasn't there. And I think that's what we're trying to do here. Senator O'Reilly spoke about the Green Party wanting to contribute, and I have no doubt that they have and they will to where the bill is and to getting solutions. And you've done that tonight again. And you mentioned Minister O'Gorman carrying out reviews, etc., in his own department. Yes, that's important, but again, you also spoke about scaffolding as a matter, so we need a scaffolding in place now, and that's where we're going for. Senator Gavin mentioned timely bills and measured contributions, and of course everyone was, and that's the way it should be, and that's the way, as he said himself, this House would be. And I want to support his call that our friends, our colleagues on the far side would acknowledge the fact that we have a bill, a workable bill, and that's what we have tonight, that we do not kick this bill down the road. For the sake of those in the gallery, for the sake of those listening in, and for the sake of those who have contacted all our offices, because everybody that's spoken here tonight has acknowledged the fact that they've all dealt with these issues for people that they represent. Senator Eileen Flynn, as she always does, made a contribution in relation to her own circumstances, and that is obviously to be welcomed. And unfortunately, she had to leave through her contribution, but I'm sure she'll be back, as she always is again. Senator Alice Mary Higgins obviously has said, as a member of the Gender Equality Committee, that she does not want to see that committee as a pause button. And I think that's a very important statement by Senator Higgins tonight. The Gender Equality Committee was never set up to be a pause button, and I think somebody to be a member of that, to say that tonight, has to be acknowledged by everybody in this chamber tonight. It should never be. It's about bringing forward legislation rather than allowing legislation to rest there and as the Senator says, to be a pause button. Senator McGann again spoke about his own considerable things. And then Senator Sherlock spoke about the issues that you have mentioned, Johnny, and all that. And Minister, in the short time that I have left for you, I have one ask of you, that you work with us. You go to the Gender Equality Committee tomorrow, as being acknowledged or asked by a member of the Gender Equality Committee tonight, and that we do not kick this bill down the road, for the sake of everybody that's in the public gallery, for the sake of everybody that's listening in. Let's do as the Shannon does with its best work under its Cathaoirleach. Let's work together and let's work this bill through as quickly as possible.
But the second stage has now concluded.